Hello, we're going to begin the study in Exodus in chapter 12 today. We're going to be looking at where God the Father gave instructions to Moses as to what he was supposed to do to prepare for the Passover whenever the angel of death was going to touch the firstborn men of Egypt and also those who were not covered in the house of Israel. So we're going to begin in verse 1 in chapter 12. It says, And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, and it shall be the first month of the year to you. Now, if we look at that month that it's talking about is a month that's coming up on us, which is March right now, according to the calendar. That would be the month of Aviv, and it was changed through the Babylonian Empire to Nisan, which the Sephardic and Ashkenazic Jews use as their term for the first month today. However, I'm going to stick with what the Word says, and I'm going to stick with what God the Father has called it and what He has placed it for, and not allow the change of man to creep in. It says, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, and it shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. You see, this instruction was not just for this event that was about to occur there in Egypt. It was something that was going to be continued unto this very day when it comes to the observance of Passover. They had to understand that they needed to be obedient to the Lord and had to listen to the instructions of the Lord. Many times we want to do what we want to do and we don't want to listen to His instructions. We want to do it our way, and it doesn't work like that. So He tells them to take the lambs, and He tells them that they are to be without blemish. In verse 5 it says, Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year, and ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses wherein it they shall eat. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. You say, why are they eating this bread that is unleavened? Number one, they were in haste. They were to not take the time to let it rise. They needed a bread that had nothing in it and that it would be able to cook as soon as they needed to. You said, why the herbs? The herbs were for them to remember the bondage that they were about to be removed from, the bitterness of slavery and bondage. Then we also see where he's talking about the flesh. They were going to eat the flesh of that lamb. And they were to do this not half-heartedly or flippantly, but to respect the fact that God had given them this lamb. And they were taking it in for themselves. And it was representation of their deliverance. The blood of that lamb was going to be the focal point of their deliverance. You know, the focal point of our deliverance is the blood of the Lamb. Do you realize that Yeshua, HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, is that Passover Lamb that this pointed to? People say, oh, we don't care about the Feast of Passover. Yes, we do, because it is the original thing that pointed us to the symbolism of what was to come on the cross.